morning, world. Before I start this video, I just want to give all the credit about this idea to Sabrina Quesada. I know it's just a vlog, but she was the one who inspired me to do this. I was anxious about the driving lesson, which I always am. And I don't know if other people with anxiety struggle with this as well. I mean, like, have experiences. I mean, it's like certain things that always like brought me like anxiety attacks or just like bad anxiety, or maybe like super anxious, whatever. If they happen often enough, I start to kind of just feel nothing. Like I don't cry about it anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. I'm anxious about this driving lesson as usual. So I didn't want to go complain about it to my mum again because my mum was dealing with her own stuff. She still is going through something. So, and I know it's her job to like worry about me. And my mum is amazing. Like, if it wasn't for my mum, I wouldn't even be alive right now. So I came across Sabrina's video. I can't even remember how. And I literally watched like 18 minutes of it. And as someone who has bad anxiety, I watched that video and felt like I shouldn't even complain about my life. Like, bless her. She's, oh, it's blurry. Amazing. I love that video. I watched like 18 minutes of it and then I was fine. Like, I was good to go. I woke up at 6 a.m. actually. So now I've been awake for about an hour. It's like 7. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of tips on what to do with like my anxiety and stuff, like from YouTubers. But something I thought of, which I'm really glad I started doing this year, is an anxiety graph. So at the bottom I put every day of the month, and then here I put the level, like 0 to 10. So this is my January anxiety 2023 so far. Today's the 22nd. As you can see, the highest it's been is a 4, which is awesome. I said that like 4 or 5 is like verge of crying or crying, and then 6 and above is just an anxiety, well, just an anxiety, but it's a full-on anxiety attack. Well, an anxiety attack, I guess a form would be a 10. I've been waking up pretty early this week because I've had things to do every day except today, but I wanted to wake up early anyway because I heard people say that's like better for your mental health. Australian sounds. I finished editing. Oh my god. I just watched the first episode of season 4 of Young Sheldon because I love Young Sheldon so much. And I don't know if it's new, but I just got the thing that Big Bang Theory is on Netflix. I didn't know it was. So I don't know if it was just added or not, but as soon as I finish Young Sheldon, I'll be watching that again because I have probably seen every episode, but I feel like, but there's more seasons that they've made since we moved here, which we haven't seen because we used to watch it in Italy just on TV, but I've never had it like streamed. So I don't even know if I've seen every episode, but I love The Big Bang Theory. So I want to watch that again. So the reason why my anxiety's gone up in the past few days, as you saw on the graph, is because some things have been happening at my mum's work, which I don't want to get into because they're personal, but my mum, basically the other night, it was like 1 a.m. and I was awake and I saw her on my brother's computer and I said, what are you doing? And she said she was applying for jobs. And the job my mum has right now is a job that has been helping us pay rent and food. Like, I don't want to sound like, we don't have money, but like literally without this job we would be on the street right now. So, and this job is not like a regular job, like this is a job that like actually pays well. So I'm really concerned of what's going to happen because I don't want my mum working somewhere where she's not treated properly. But like, I don't know. So my mum doesn't want me to help pay for the rent, but if I had a job I would, and I've been applying everywhere. Yeah, that's why my anxiety's gone up a bit in the past like few days, but it's fine. It's nothing as bad as last year. Oh, I'm really hungry. I really want food. Okay, so this is my anxiety journal, and I got the idea from Matt Stoniola. He's got, at the moment I'm posting this, he has 2 videos on his channel, and I love both of them, but the last one he posted, I watch like once a month, like unintentionally. I'm just like, you know what, it's time to watch this video again, because him being such a big idol of me, because a lot of my idols have anxiety, but they don't like really talk about it. But he does, and he's really open about it, so I love that. Hi. because he's already like such a big inspiration to me, and he actually like he's open about his anxiety, and I'm not saying that other people should be, because it's a really personal thing, and I'm not saying that you should be forced to talk about it if you're online, but I'm glad that he chooses to. And he said that he told people to start an anxiety journal, and it helped him, and then he like lost it, and he felt bad for like telling people to do it when he wasn't doing it. And he add this part in, the next part's not gonna make sense, because basically I forgot to say that in the video he said that, and then he goes saying like, you know what, I'm just gonna start a journal for whatever. If I feel like writing about anxiety, I'll write about anxiety. But I already got a journal where I write in Italian, and if I had an English journal and an Italian journal, I'm never gonna write an Italian one, because now that I've lived here for 3 years, it's easier to write like English. Like, I mean, I could write Italian, but because my day happens in English, it's gonna be hard to like translate everything. That's probably why that one was started in Italian, because obviously in Italy, I've had that since 2017. My days obviously happen in Italian, so I would write in Italian. So in that one, I still just write like big events that happen, if I'm really happy or really sad, or something really cool happened, or something really bad happened. But in this one, I write more just like how I feel. Like I'll be like, in that one I'll be like, today I did this and that and that, and then this one will be like, this happened today and I felt like that, you know, kind of. So I don't really write in both of them every day, but like it just depends on the day. Like sometimes it's a journaling day, sometimes it's more of a writing how you feel day. So yeah, credits to Matt. My mum is leaving for work in about an hour, I think. What time is it? Yeah, so I'm gonna keep editing my video, because editing videos is like the best pastime for me, because it passes like 2 hours and I'm actually having fun. Wait, before I edit my video, I just want to talk about TAFE for a sec. So I did a Cert 2 during year 11 and 12 where I went to TAFE once a week, and basically that was like a real big trigger, and that's kind of half the reason I have anxiety. I don't know if I'm going to TAFE this year or not, because the school year starts in 8 days, literally 8 days, and I don't know if I'm going to TAFE or not, because I applied and I got in, but then I hadn't enrolled. I don't know what the difference is, like one's like when you pay or something. So they haven't told me, like I don't have my timetable yet. I know where my building is because I've been going there for 2 years already, but I don't have my timetable, and technically they haven't given me an address. So even though I know where the building is, they haven't told me that I'm actually in yet. But the reason why I don't want to go is because I don't know whether it's better to have the same class of people or a new bunch, because I don't want to meet new people, but the ones that I've already been going to class with already know me, and they know how like anxious and reserved I am. Mostly the reason why I don't want to go is for mental health reasons. So my plan is like we enroll now, but my mom hasn't gotten the pay. Like she said, the money hasn't been taken out of her account yet. So I'm hoping that I don't get in, because I really want to do it, because I don't want to mess with my mental health again, because going to TAFE was a trigger for me. If you don't know what I mean by that, it's basically, Italy, I'm gonna try and make this really quick, but in Italy I was always lonely, no one liked me, I had no friends, and so when I came here and I started to make friends, I had like the same timetable was like 3 people, and one of those 3 people was one of my best friends. So basically every class I was never alone, plus I had school from Monday to Friday from 8:40 to 3 p.m. every day. That's all I did. And then year 11, aside from the fact that it was like senior school, so it was like harder, but I also started early on Tuesdays, finished late on Wednesday, had TAFE on Thursday, which means skipping 1 day of school every day plus other work. And then on Saturdays I did dance and swimming. Dance was a trigger because I was the only 15-year-old and everyone else was like 12 or short or smaller than me, and they were like friends because they did like hip hop together and they went to school together. So I was like an outcast there, and I don't care that I'm an outcast at dance because it's like whatever, but like it wasn't a clique. Like if I wanted to be their friend, I would be fine, but it was just weird because they were like all tiny and I was like big. Anyways, it was a trigger because I was obviously alone. I had no friends. I started to make a friend because we would do this game where it's like you have to welcome people to class. Be like, welcome to class Jack, welcome to, and then Jack would say welcome to class Sarah, and Sarah would say welcome, like, and they would always forget my name. Like my name spelt might be a bit weird to Australians, but like Julia, is that not a regular name? Like, and this one girl, she would sit next to me. We started to get kind of close, and I remember once our teacher was like, come on, get up guys, we're gonna do welcome to class. And I looked at her, I was like, oh, I hate this because no one ever remembers my name. And that day, as soon as someone welcomed her to class, she welcomed me to class. And then she ended up dropping out. And then I thought I was friends with this kind of group of people, which I hung out with like on the last day of year 11. We even filmed a TikTok together. But on the first day of year 12, they were just decided, and I don't blame them because I feel like I probably made the idea that I wanted to be alone. Anyways, so that's what happened. And then school was a trigger because I was alone in most of my classes. Like my friends were in my art class, and I had one friend which now we're really close, but at the time we weren't like super close yet. She was in my math class. And then I was alone in English. I was alone in IT. I was alone in... What other subjects did I do? But I was alone in most of my classes. So those were all triggers, and that's what started my anxiety. But I only figured that out like literally a month ago. Like I didn't realize what... Well, no, I knew that, but like not all these things. Like I knew like the school thing reminded me of Italy, but I didn't really realize how much reminded me. Yeah, so that's why I don't want to go to TAFE, because I'm scared that the same thing's going to happen. Obviously, it's different this year because I don't have school. And one of my friends is going to a TAFE campus that's like 4 minutes away from me, so technically we could hang out at lunch. But it's just like, it's so like, you just don't know. And I know I can drop out at any time, but I feel like that's like good, because at least I can leave at any time if I feel anxiety coming. But it's also like, if that starts up again, this time it's not free. Like the other time, last time my school was paying for it, but now I have to pay for it myself. So I'm scared, so I don't want to waste money, but I also do want to do the course. But then I'm scared about my mental health. If I don't go to TAFE on my, like if I choose not to go to TAFE, then my whole life I'm going to be like, why didn't I go to TAFE? Or I should have gone to TAFE, or it would be over by now, or I should have gone to TAFE. But if I don't get in, at least I tried, you know? But that's also the universe telling me that, like, you know, you can't do this, take a break. So like, I don't know, but I really don't want to take a gap year, because knowing myself, I'm a quitter, and if I stop something for a year, I am not going to go back to it. And also, if I do end up going back to anything after a gap year, I know that I'm going to be like, why didn't I just start this last year? Or if I did this last year, I would have been finished by now, you know? That's why I love Luca so much, like the quote, Silenzio Bruno, I have it on my corkboard right there. You know, silence the voices in your head, like literally shut up. Like I feel like it'd be great to just focus on, see, like the thing is, as much as I love fashion, if my YouTube career was like working out right now, like if I was, no, I don't mean like if I had like 100,000 subscribers, I mean like if I had any income from YouTube and like I was like consistently growing, I would honestly consider just like whatever, like I'll just do YouTube. But my YouTube hasn't changed in like 3 years, and I've been doing YouTube for like almost 6 years, and it hasn't really gone anywhere. And so obviously I love filming videos, so that's not gonna stop me, but like I feel like I should be doing something with my life, you know, like, so I don't know what to do. What's up? So I just finished editing the video. It's been about 2 hours, I think. Yes, yeah, almost 2 hours. So now I'm gonna get ready and then I'm gonna go eat. Today I just feel like wearing a big oversized top, but they're all in the wash, so I'm just wearing this Christmas tree top, because why the hell not? So my like get ready is literally just lip gloss, but even that, like, it's not something that's necessary in my life. Like if you told me I wasn't allowed to wear lip gloss ever again, I'd be like, all right. But for the purpose of this video, because I'm just bored, I'm just gonna put on everything I own. I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna put it on. You know, I'm just gonna say it. I hate summer. I'm sorry if that's controversial. I hate summer. I just want to wear like my hoodie and like a big hoodie underneath my beanie and just cut up in a blanket and like watch Netflix. Like I hate summer. I never feel good in summer. It's always hot. Like right now, it's not even like a hot day, but just the fact that if I put pants or a jumper on, I'm gonna start sweating. Oh god, I've got 3 whiteheads. That's disgusting. This is my favorite lip gloss ever. I've covered it because it started leaking, but I showed it in another video. So I just put this on normally, but yeah, I'm just gonna put this on. I can't be bothered like mixing other ones. Smell of this, because I kind of stopped wearing this for a while, so the smell of it just reminds me of like that whole like June, like us moving here, the Umbrella Academy season 3, the height of like the school year, like my TAFE photo shoot. It's 9 AM now and I don't know what to do because the video is almost finished rendering, so I'm gonna watch that to make sure it's all good. And then I don't know, I want breakfast, but I can't be, like I'm hungry, but I can't be bothered preparing it. Hello again, don't mind the flickering lights. I hated the way that top fit me and I found this on the clean clothesline, so I just put it on. Oh my god. Oh my god. She bought prosciutto, oh my gosh, she does love me. Keys to my heart for real. I just started season 4 this morning. And yeah, it's funny how like in December they were saying they were getting rid of it and now like there's a new season coming. Something I've noticed, as I said, like I've been waking up early this past week, is that I'm always tired. But not like tired like a teenage tired, like, oh, I don't want to do anything. Like not like lazy tired, like tired like if it was like, if you told me it was 9 PM right now and it was dark outside, I would go to sleep and actually sleep. Like I wake up and I'm like tired in a normal way, like not Because normally like this part, like the past year, every time I woke up and I was like tired, it was normally like because of stress, because of school and everything. But now I feel like regular tired. Like at the back of my head I'm stressed, but I don't feel stressed, but I know I am. If YouTube was going somewhere, even if at a slow pace, if it was going anywhere, I would genuinely just be like, you know what, I don't have to do the tape. I know enough fashion. But like like if it's past the 30th of January, the day you're watching this, it means I'm either in or I'm not. But like currently speaking, today it's the 23rd of January. I don't know. So no email so far. I can check my mom's bank account to see if they have taken out the money. So there's nothing that's come out of her card that seems to be that. Like, if I do get it, there's like a reason to it, but I also feel bad that like we're using my mom's money and like I don't want to have anxiety attacks that I pay for. So I don't know, but if I get in, I'm gonna try my best and just do it. When my mom, oh my god, I can't speak. My mom came home from work. She told me that something happened. Oh yeah, the TAFE people, they said they received our thingy, like the documents or whatever that were needed, but they couldn't open them. So she sent them again, but she said that the fact that they were like looking at them and actually asked me to send again means that they were like checking. They probably do want me to do it since I am a continuing student. So I got the email. It says, "Dear student, you are now enrolled." Well, I mean, I'm excited. I think. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to TAFE. Is it in the same building as my other one? Because I don't, like, I just assumed that, but I don't even know. There's a 3-minute video on my timetable.
Tutorial. In this video, I'm looking specifically for desktop access, mobile device, of your student Office 365 account. But before we start, here are some important points to note. Okay, the first step is to access your Office 365 account.
Alright, well I know that, so let me try that. Oh, it already came up. Alright, please don't ask me for my password. I really don't know what my password is. I don't remember what my TAFE password is. I have like, I might have written it down here, but it just popped up. I don't know what it is, so I'm just gonna click sign in and oh, it worked. Okay. This is taking forever. And oh, Mum's home. Do I tell her I got in? I mean, obviously I gotta tell her eventually, but like I don't want her to like ask me why I'm not excited. Alright, I had to just sign in a second and change my SD card because I ran out of footage, but I just verified everything. So now she give me my timetable. Is that my timetable? This is all from last year. I don't... They just thinking... I know when I'm editing this, I'll be like, oh, yeah. I'm just gonna go see my mom now. And just, you know, die. So guys, oh my god. I feel like, you know what? I try to live by everything happened for a reason. Look, I eyeliner tattooed it to myself. You know, I'm gonna try and think on the bright side because I feel like I manifest enough for this to not actually have happened if it wasn't gonna go well. Because I really am rethinking it, but like obviously I'm gonna go because we've paid now. And I don't want to live my life like thinking, oh, what could I have been? Like what I could have been or something. So, plus all my friends are going to TAFE, so it's like, at least I can like talk to them about it. And for them, it's like their first time. For me, like I've actually already been there. So I guess that's good. Like if I start, I have to finish. And I'm hoping it's gonna be like people from like the last 2 years, because I know there's gonna be newer people as well. But I'm hoping there's like a bunch, like not a lot, maybe just like a few from the last year, so that they might like subconsciously like include me with them more, because then we'll be like closer because we already know each other. I feel like the people who actually finished it would continue. and that would be 14 of us. I don't know how many new ones that is gonna be. You know, honestly, if it ends up just being the people I've been going to TAFE with for the past 2 years, even though they know me as like the lonely one, I'd honestly probably feel so much more comfortable anyway because I already know them. Even though they know me as the girl who like likes to be, like, is alone and everything, I still rather that than meet new people. Shout because I got home from the thingy with my friend, and God, her TAFE is so far away, and actually 4 of my friends are going to that TAFE, but like to get to my TAFE, because aside from the fact that I live like really kind of, I don't want to say the suburb it's in, but I live near it. All I have to do is take a bus to the city and walk. My friend, this particular friend, she has to take a bus to the city, then catch a train to the suburb it's in, and then from there she's got to walk like a long time, or she can catch a cat, which is like a shorter free bus. Anyways, we found the campus after literally 2 hours. From the time she told me she left her house to just getting on the train was an hour. And like, say I always get to my TAFE like 30 minutes early, but like potentially I could wake up at 8:30 and still get there well and truly in time. So I think that made me feel better about my TAFE, because at least I know half the people that are gonna be there. I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Like, my throat hurts, but it also doesn't, and it's dry, but it's also not, and I can't speak. I don't know what's wrong with me. When we went to see her building, her building, we saw these guys that looked like they were having an orientation day thing, and I asked her, like, do you have one? And she was like, not that I know of, or whatever. Anyways, we were just looking around. We just went around the campuses there to just see, like, what it was. And, on the way home, on the way back to the city, she got a message saying that she missed orientation day, and she said she had no idea she had one, and she didn't, like, I asked her if it was on the website, if they sent her an email, nothing. And what's funny is that she was actually there, she just wasn't with the teacher. Apparently my mom just told me I have an orientation day, which I think is stupid because I've been going there for 2 years. Like, I know my way around. Like, I know, I've been to both girl bathrooms because, you know, I cry and hide in there. Actually, no one even told me what the second one was. I figured that out by myself. Another thing, my friend told me that her timetable came like before 48 hours. So I'm gonna check that now because I want to see my timetable. She said you have to sign into your Outlook. I didn't think of that. To set up it, I do. Open Outlook, then open the calendar. Oh. Maybe if I read the instructions. Where's the calendar? Why do I have so many teachers? That's Tuesday. Wednesday, I have one class. That's 2 hours. Thursday, I have 9 to 8 to 2:30, and then I have, oh wow, on a Friday I have 1:30 to 4:30. Wow, that's cool. So I don't have I've got a long weekend every weekend. I don't do anything on Mondays. Oh my god, wait. That's actually not, that's like good. I've got so much time. I like how there's like different times. That's actually cool. But my first day is a full day. Like more than a full day. It used to be 9 to 3:30, and then they changed it from 9 to 3. And now this one is 9 to 4:30. The good thing is my friend has a campus which is only 4 minutes away. I think I already told you guys that. So hopefully we can hang out at lunch because I don't know, I'm scared. Ate and then fell asleep, in case you couldn't tell, and I woke up now and I'm really excited. Like, I just out of the blue, I decided, you know what, I'm excited for TAFE. And I'm glad I'm filming this because like my emotions have changed so much about this video. I reached a new low last night for this emotional roller coaster. I'm wearing Fresh Love today because I'm sad and this makes me happy. Also the Fresh Love bracelet I made to match it. Last night, I didn't sleep until like 2 a.m. and what's funny was I wasn't even on my phone. Because normally when I can't sleep, I start watching Netflix. In fact, I spent probably 20 minutes on my phone out of the whole 3 hours I was awake. And what I did on my phone for those 20 minutes was look at the withdrawal forms. Because I was like, no, why am I doing this to myself again? Like, why? You barely made it through high school and the Cert 2, why are you making yourself do another year? Like, my instincts were to go tell my mum and like cry to her. But then I was like, no, because every time I share my feelings with someone, after like 10 minutes, I'm like either fine or I don't care anymore. And I regret telling them because now they know. Like if I went to my mom last night, then right now she'd be thinking about that. She'd be like, oh, she's like really nervous about it. And there's no problem in sharing your feelings with people, but like when it's something this serious where it's kind of like, I don't even know myself what I want to do, I prefer keeping it to myself until I am sure. And it's not even my money, so I don't even know if I want to tell my mom because then I'll probably change my mind again. Like I don't know. I have pretty clear skin. Like 2 days ago I had no pimples, and look at my skin now. Like I have, maybe the ring light's not even that obvious, or maybe it's worse with the ring light, I don't know, but I'll just turn it off for a sec. I took a selfie last night and bro, I literally had like marks everywhere. Like, so the night after I found out I got into TAFE, like I think it was the clip where I was wearing the ponytails, I think, when I found out I was enrolled, that next night, like the night I fell asleep that day, I had a dream that I got into a car crash. What I didn't realize was that I was fine after it. Like I wasn't hurt at all. And I think that could be a sign of like because it was my car that crashed into someone else and they kept going and I kind of pulled over, but I was like fine. And I don't remember the car I was driving being damaged. So it's like maybe me like pushing into safe. I'm like, no, I have to do this, you know, like with force kind of. And then I like pulled over, so it's like, oh, I had like doubts, but I wasn't her, so I was fine basically. Also, I've been messaging my friends, like I message my friends sometimes, like when we're on vacation or even just when we're at school. But like in the past 2 days, I've been messaging my friends non-stop all day, every day about TAFE. Like, bro, the first part, it says a car crash dream can symbolize a lack of control in your life, especially if you're the one driving. And then it says it may point to issues in your professional life. Maybe you are not progressing in your career as fast as you expected. But something out of your control is affecting your productivity. Yes! My anxiety is out of my control, and that's... Oh wow, that's so weird. I just got a message. About what I was saying for last night, like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. What went through my mind was that, like... I don't even know, because... It was like I don't know, like, it was just like a mood swing, but it was like... the worst mood swing I've ever had, because I genuinely was like, I'm not going to college, like I'm not doing it. And it was like stubborn angst, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like because I've had anxiety because of TAFE in school for like 2 years straight now. I know already that I'm like, I'm not gonna do this, but like it's paid for, so I feel like, and I know it's different, and I feel like I just need to have like the first day to really just like know what's gonna happen, because I don't know. And always, like, you know when you start a new school, or you have a new school and there's like, or like a new school year, and there's like different teachers, and there's that one that seems really nice, and then she ends up being like the meanest one or something. Like, I feel like you can't even judge anything from the first week of school. Like, you can't just like play it by ear and then see how it's going. Like, and the last thing I want to do is drop out, because I made it through 2 years by a thread. And I don't know why I'm jacking on that thread again now. So I know I said if I didn't do it, I'd live my whole life like wondering, or like I'd do it later in life and be like, why didn't I start earlier? But like, I don't know what to hope for. Or just be like MJ, you know, expect disappointment and you can never be disappointed. What's the quote? Anyways, I'm gonna end this here because I want to do like another video of me actually starting TAFE.